Here's a topic that some of us probably don't want to talk about, but here it is. This building is actually in a public park, and there are plenty of transients around. And this particular corner, I'm taking pictures of around the buildings and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I got a horrible odor came about. And there it was. There must have been everybody and their brother must have took a leak in this corner, and it smelled horrible. So the point I'd like to make in this video, if you are planning on building in public parks or even near public parks or areas where there are a lot of transients, homeless people, then you might give it a second thought about actually thinking about building something like this, or any corners. This wasn't the only corner I came across. If you could just imagine any corner of the building where there wasn't a plant and it looked convenient, where someone could go and they weren't going to be seen, there was a smell around it. So if you're designing something, or if you already have something that is designed, I think that something like this would be a good place for a plant, or even something, some type of consideration. So you're gonna have to put a little thought into eliminating a problem like this, even if it would be putting an outhouse 5 feet away from it. And who knows, that might not solve it, because you can put an outhouse 5 feet away, and I've seen that before, and people go and pee right next to it. So I will need to admit that I don't have an answer to every solution, and I don't have one for this one. Here's another problem I ran across. I'm not going to show you a close-up picture of it, but I did find something stinky in this area here, and it did look like human feces. In other words, a turd, and it was in the back of the bushes here. And again, you can see these spots, we don't have to put a lot of thought into this. We just got to kind of think like a transient. Think like someone who's looking for a place to relieve themselves. And if we see any potential areas like this, we can always do something about it. Now, I know that I've said this in the past, keep your bushes away from the building. But in this case, you might want to have the bushes a little closer. Maybe keep them about 8 to 10 inches away from the building, if this is going to be a problem. I have a raccoon in my backyard right now that is leaving turds. He's got 2 spots where he likes to relieve himself. And again, I could plant a nice thorny bush or encase this area, but I'm just going to force him to go somewhere else. So keep that in mind when you're doing something like this. If there are no places to go to the bathroom, and you have a problem with people going to the bathroom on your property, then planting the plants closer to the building, or putting plants in certain areas like the corners of the buildings, might not solve all your problems. Might not be long before you see someone taking a turd on your front door, just to make a point. So I don't have an answer to every question, every problem like that, but just wanted to share this with you. If you're planning on building or designing a building near a area where you do have this problem, wouldn't be a bad idea to give it some thought, just exactly how you're going to landscape around this problem, or even build and design and build your property.